For those of you who joined us for our inaugural 2K TV Tuesday event, thank you for helping us make it a huge success. We were there competing and checking out all the action, and you all rocked it. But there was one that stood out above the rest. The 2K TV Tuesday MVP.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement. From the coaches to the players, to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all the sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. We've got Goodrich. Chamberlain is out there with Baylor. Then there's Barrett. And it's West in at the point. Clock at 4. Fires it up. No good from Lucas.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
And so it's West with it. He brings it up for the West All-Stars.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
Now here's Goodrich. Over Robertson. That one wide left.
And really a surprising amount of defense being played here tonight.
There really is. I mean, what's gotten into these guys? Usually it's all offense all the time in this game. I like that they're going at it like this. It looks more realistic.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night. Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Pass to Hawkins. From 12 feet out, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And no player in the league has done more to earn his spot in this game than he has. I mean, he's having a terrific season.
He sure is. Excellence on a consistent basis for him. I mean, he's been their rock all year.
Now here's West. Down low, Chamberlain, and it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
Tell you what, if you let Wilt get the ball there, that's the poster shot you can expect.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. The putback, rebounded by Wilt Chamberlain.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
West against Lewis. No good that time. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. Chamberlain against Hawkins. There's the feed to Russell, and the slam dunk by Russell.
And the relentless nature that is Bill Russell. Always working for the best scoring opportunity. Won't find one better than that.
Now here's West. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Passes it to Hawkins. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Robertson is double. Lucas the pass to Robertson. Over Goodrich. And that one goes long.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Over Robertson. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
Here is Hawkins. Back to Robertson. Pass to Lucas. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
Good, Rich. That's good.
And so in control of the game. West keeping the defense off balance with that pass.
Lewis passes to Hawkins. He feeds it to Robertson. Over Goodrich. And Oscar Robertson, the bucket on the assist by Hawkins.
From anywhere in the lane, Robertson's strength and quickness usually means he's the last man standing.
Here's Chamberlain, and Chamberlain with the stuff.
Yeah, that kind of deep, pretty typical in this event. Second half may be a different story, but the first half, it's pretty soft.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack. Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack.
The West All-Stars on D, trailing by 2. Jerry West pulls it in.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Hawkins against Baylor. Fires from the line. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Barry. The shot's good on the assist by West. West has got 5 assists in the game.
And if there's one guy you know won't hesitate to pull the trigger, it's Barry. Before that pass even got there, you could tell his mind was made up. He was going to take that shot.
Robertson's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Here's Baylor. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And so it's West with it. He brings it up for the West All-Stars. There's the drive. Lucas with the rebound.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Yeah, we all know Rick Barry can create for himself, but we get to see there what kind of passing skills he also possesses. What a sensational feed.
Now here's Robertson. Russell feeling it out a bit. It's Hawkins on the wing. West All-Stars with the rebound.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Shot's good from West.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Robertson, and that one drops. Robertson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And here is Goodrich. Left side, West. And another shot. And he lays it up and in.
You know, a tough, crafty scorer inside. West showing you he's not just an elite jump shooter.
Timeout called, East All-Stars. Nice game. Great performance by Wilt Chamberlain.
And he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
And it's a completely new group for the East All-Stars. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. And here are the East All-Stars now. 4-point game. Havlicek outside. The pass to Dampier. Now here's Cunningham. 6 to shoot. Here's Van Arsdale. They get it back. Covered by Havlicek. Here he goes. Good work there as it goes. And it's a 6-point West All-Star lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Reed. Banked in off the glass.
And remember, Havlicek was a highly recruited quarterback, so you see his passing ability on that one.
Pass to Berry. Driving inside. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
You know, Rick Berry is excellent at getting all the way inside. He's deceptively quick and uses that quickness and athleticism to finish at the cup.
Here's Van Arsdale. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Drives to the hoop. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Dampier. Oh, good on the triple. And so here are the West All-Stars. 6-point lead. To the middle. And it's denied. And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
He's checked in for Berry.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
1:46 left to play here in the first. That one goes. Count it.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
Pass to Van Arsdale. Pass to Havlicek. To the inside. Oh, what a play! Woo!
Tell you what, a lot of shimmying and rim rattling going on in this one tonight, guys.
These guys are spending more time in the air than they are on the ground, that's for sure.
We have got to see that sensational Mobile One block again.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away. And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Dampier. Reed, great positioning on the putback. Now just a 4-point West All-Star lead.
And it's about the want-to. That's what Reed gives you. He can be the heart, the soul, and the backbone of your team.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for the East All-Stars. 46 seconds left here in the first quarter. Van Arsdale, good.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Kicks to Powell. Clock at 6. No good on the shot. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. Cunningham passes to Dampier. .11 seconds left here in the opening quarter. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
That one doesn't go. All right, there's the horn. It's a close game at the end of one. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Welcome back for the second quarter of the main event of All-Star Weekend.
And guys, we've already seen some unbelievable action here tonight.
And there will be plenty more to come. We know that. All-Star action never disappoints.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
DeBusschere is out there with Havlicek. And it's ABC, then it's Reed, and it's Van Arsdale in at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars.
And, you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Powell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. The West All-Stars need to get a shot off here. It's rebounded by DeBusschere. East All-Stars on offense. Havlicek outside. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by the West. Here's Van Arsdale. He kicks it to Powell. He's covered by DeBusschere. And there's the pass to Van Arsdale. Trains it from beyond the arc. Van Arsdale's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the West All-Stars. Here's Dampier. Havlicek outside. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Powell. Here's Van Arsdale. And he uses the glass on the layup. And it's a 5-point West All-Star lead.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
DeBusschere with it. Pass to Van Arsdale. Now, here is DeBusschere. Here's Havlicek. That doesn't go either for Havlicek. Reed covering. And hit the turnaround jumper. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Knocked loose for the three. Powell pulls it in. Dampier's gone 1 of 4 so far. Powell against Havlicek. And the dunk by Powell.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Timeout called, East All-Stars.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack. Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack.
Substitution on the court. Substitution on the court.
Hawkins against Powell. Lewis outside. To the paint. Here's Russell. Chamberlain with the block.
Man, what a well-coordinated athlete at his size. To add that superior timing, hard to get shots over Wilt Chamberlain.
Lewis against West. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the West All-Stars.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, how about the willingness to attack the basket and challenge the defense here tonight?
And the first one drops.
And you look at all the things this man brings to the game, the focus, the resolve, a winner's mindset. I mean, there's a reason why they call him the logo.
Both good from the line that time.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Inside, Russell. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Now here's West. 6 points for him. Chamberlain trying to get open. And there's West. That good on the assist from Goodrich. West has got 8 points.
Completely aware of everything around him. Goodrich quick to locate the open man.
Over to the wing. Goodrich against Robertson. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense from Chamberlain. To the paint. Here's Goodrich. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Goodrich has got the lead up to 9 now for the West All-Stars. Passes to Robertson. Outside for Lewis. Out of bounds. It'll be the West All-Stars ball.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Barry's checked in for the West. And it's the West All-Stars ball. They're on a 16-7 run. West outside. The dish now to Chamberlain. Pass to Baylor. Feeds to West. Again, the West All-Star.
And two teammates there hooking up on that bucket. Always a little bit of an advantage to have guys out there who know each other.
It sure is. I mean, it eliminates some of that getting to know you feeling out period.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Excellent D there from Goodrich. Robertson's gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. Here's the floater. Goodrich, that's good. Goodrich has got 6.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Lewis. West outside. Back to Goodrich. The pass to Baylor. He's looking for West and finds him. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Wow, what you can do when you're that strong and graceful. Just tremendous hang time for a big man. And, of course, Baylor converts a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Here's Lewis. Sweet little floater. Lewis has got 6 points in the quarter.
He's done a nice job, a great job, actually, of finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get. And he's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
And it goes down 2 points.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow. And it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Here's Russell. Jerry West making his last shot. Shot clock at 6. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Lewis.
Yeah, you know, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
Now here's West. He's got 12. Baylor trying to get open. West misses.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
The West All-Stars pulling in. Chamberlain got 9 rebounds now tonight. Russell against West. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Here's Baylor, and it's blocked. And they recover it. Chamberlain, the pass to West. Here's Barry. He's guarded by Russell. Here's Baylor. That's miss number 3 for him. Now 2 for 5 from the floor. Lewis passes to Russell. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Now here's West. Diving in. Baylor trying to get open. West, that's good. West has got 10 points in the quarter.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Well, I think, as is always the case, the story of the game tonight won't have a lot to do with defense.
That's the way it always is. I mean, a half-court alley-oop or a spectacular behind-the-back pass, that's exactly what the people want to see in this game.
The just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Cunningham comes in for Russell, and Monroe subbed in for Robertson. Free throw good from Baylor.
And, you know, beyond all the things Baylor gives you, He's an entertainer out on the floor. The acrobatics we see, something spectacular from this guy almost every game.
Now here's Monroe. Who is outside. Over Baylor. They get the rebound. Lucas. And it's good for two.
Yeah, you can't sleep on Lucas. I mean, he uses that big frame to kind of carve out space. Then he's savvy enough to convert when he gets those second chance opportunities.
Now, here is Lawson.
2 minutes.
Outside Baylor. Pass to Berry. On deep. East grabs the miss.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And that one is good.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
And so it's West with it. He brings it up for the West All-Stars. Lawson outside. West kicks to Lawson from past the arc. The shot's good on the assist by West. West has got 6 assists here tonight.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Now, here's Cunningham. 1:03 left to play here in the second quarter. Lucas dishes to Cunningham. Chamberlain with the block, and he gets it back. They recover it.
You know, one of the basic fundamentals in basketball is the ability to box out. He's got that down pat.
Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Chamberlain got the lead up to 13 now for the West All-Stars. Passes it to Cunningham. Over Baylor. Here's Lucas. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Will Chamberlain picks one up.
And just a soft-spoken guy. Lucas really lets his production do the talking, whether it be shooting, passing, or rebounding. The guy is the complete package.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. So both teams making some changes here. So he gets them both. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Van Arsdale, good. Van Arsdale has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
You got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Monroe looking around. Here's the teardrop. Reed drills the baseline jumper. Reed's got 8 points.
When Reed squares up, this is where he wants to do it from. That in-between area is sweet spot.
West passes to Baylor. And the dunk by Baylor.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And so it's the West All-Stars enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The Western Conference showing off its all-star game chops there in the first half. When the showmanship is ramped up to its highest level, that suits the West just fine. They got a roster that knows how to play the game with flair, and they've been enjoying themselves so far today.
Well, the West are not playing around. They come here to win this. They're hitting the chops, playing with real enthusiasm. East better step it up, or this gap is only going to grow in the second half.
A little physicality from the East could go a long way. They've got a challenge shot, and then those stops will give them a chance to steal the lead.
Remaining in the NBA All-Star Game. Good to have you along on 2K Sports.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for us.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final two quarters.
On the court for the West All-Stars, we've got Baylor. West is out there with Goodrich. Then there's Barry. And it's Chamberlain in at the center position. Here's Hawkins. Oh, what a finish! Good. He went between the legs.
And I'd have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away. And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Takes it inside. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Here's Barry. West with a wide open look. Good on the three-point shot. West has got 17 now.
And this is where the nickname comes from, Mr. Outside. West can kill you from distance.
Robertson against Goodrich. It's rebounded by the West. Chamberlain got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And it's Goodrich missing.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
High, arcing shot. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Hawkins. West passes to Baylor. Second chance shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. 11 points in the game.
And what's unique about Baylor, he can score from a variety of angles and really good off of either shoulder. Just great extension and body control.
Now here's Lewis. He's got 8. 6 to shoot. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs it right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
West All-Stars shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. The East making a switch. Russell's checked in.
Find the lane. Find the lane. West side.
Chamberlain no good on the free throw.
Hey, we all know this. It's no secret. I mean, one of the areas of Wilt's game that's below average is free throw shooting.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Robertson against Goodrich. West outside. Beyond the arc. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's Robertson. The West All-Stars pull it in. It's West with the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. West has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Wow, the obsessive quest for perfection. West truly believes every shot he takes is going in. And I tell you what, on a night like this, he may be right. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
That's good from Hawkins. And so here are the West All-Stars.
Timeout.
At one point, they led by 16. So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Pass to Goodrich. Fires the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 9.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Goodrich against Lewis. The pass to Robertson. 5 on the clock. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut back down to 13 with the basket coming from Lewis. Down low, here's Goodrich, and he makes good on the layup. Goodrich has got 8 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's Robertson. Russell kicks to Lewis. Sinks the triple.
And guys, there are 2 types of stars. I mean, the guy who makes himself look better, and then there's the guy who makes his teammates look better. Russell is clearly the latter. You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Robertson can't get it to go.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Defended by Lucas. It's good from long range.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
The feed to Robertson. Over Goodrich. No good from Robertson.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Goodrich with it. He's picked up by Russell. Lewis covering. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. To the inside, Russell, and the slam dunk by Russell.
Well, you know, if you're playing Robertson to score, not a bad idea, but that means you're going to leave other guys open, and he'll find them.
Robertson against Goodrich. Fires for three. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10. And here are the East All-Stars now. They trail by 18 to the middle. And then Oscar Robertson with the dunk.
You see the power and athleticism at the rim. Who's man enough to rise up to challenge the Big O?
Pass to Barry. Lots of room. Again, the West All-Stars.
And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them.
And the East All-Stars call time here.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack. Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack.
Here's Dampier. Lets it go from deep. Van Arsdale, good. Van Arsdale's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Now here's Powell. Count it, good. Powell's got his second basket of the game.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Here's Havlicek. Hands it from downtown.
Yeah, we've talked about this often. Hondo does a lot of things that help you win. They're from deep range. That'll help spread the floor, too.
Passes it to Van Arsdale.
Come to me.
It's Powell on the wing. And it's blocked. Now Havlicek. Here's Van Arsdale. 5 points in the game. Out of bounds, it'll be the West All-Stars ball. And now let's revisit that exceptional Mobile One block.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
To Van Arsdale. Drains the three-pointer. Van Arsdale's got 14.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Dampier. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists tonight.
Even double team. He had the vision to see the open man.
Now the pass to Barry. It's a floater, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the West All-Stars.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
Take a break.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
First one falls for. Reed is checked in for the East. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. They're going to have to make a pretty big comeback here.
I think it's be a mistake to let the shot clock get under 10 seconds from here on out.
Havlicek outside. Drills it from outside. Havlicek's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the East All-Stars. Havlicek's gotten 3 of his 5 three-point attempts to fall. Here's Barry, covered by Havlicek. Barry the pass to Powell. Another shot, and he sinks the layup. Powell's got 4 points in the quarter.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Well, he enjoys deflating the opposition with those extra possessions.
Here's Van Arsdale. Dampier kicks to Havlicek. Powell on the double team. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Cunningham. Great D that time from Powell.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And certainly, they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them. And as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
Here's Hayes after the made shot from John Havlicek. Powell trying to free himself up. Softly drops in the floater. He's got 19.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now, here is Havlicek. 11 points in the game. Here's Dampier. Guarded by Powell. Dampier, he dishes to Reed. No good. That's the first shot from the floor he's missed. 5 for 6. Pass to Powell. Over Dampier. Hayes trying to break free. The shot by Powell, no good. Here's Dampier. 5 points in the game. And he drives in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Dampier's got 5 points now this quarter.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. Some changes here for the East. DeBusschere comes in for Cunningham. And Monroe subbed in for ABC. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Now, here's Baylor. 11 points in the game. Passes it to West. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
West All-Stars shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. He hits the second from the line. 43 seconds left here in the third quarter. And the layup falls. Monroe's got his first 2 points of the night.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Van Arsdale, the pass to Chamberlain. Chalk up 2 there. Chamberlain got 18 points in the game.
And one of the most prolific scorers you'll find. Will keeps finding ways to raise the bar, as evidenced by his output here tonight.
And here is Monroe. Three-pointer. No good that time. And so it's the West All-Stars. Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And more than anything, their three-point shooting is what sparked them. A fantastic night from long range so far. We come back right after this. Well, we're back on a night that's always a highlight of any NBA season. We're live from the All-Star Game.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star Game, is there?
And here are the East All-Stars now. 17-point game. DeBusschere is out there with Reed. Then there's Havlicek. Then there's Monroe. And it's Van Arsdale in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
West kicks to Baylor. Pass to Van Arsdale. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Monroe. There's the pass to Van Arsdale. Just 3 to shoot. Takes the 3. Van Arsdale pulls it in. And the West All-Stars have possession. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Into the lane. Keeps it alive. And it's Reed pulling it down. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Monroe, right side. Lays it up and banks it in. And so it's West with it. He brings it up for the West All-Stars. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
Pass to Reed. DeBusschere kicks to Monroe. Pass to Havlicek. That 3 off the mark. Down low, here's Hayes. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Hayes has got his first points in this one. Here's Van Arsdale. Pass to Monroe. Over West. Monroe, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
No good from West. Havlicek against Baylor. Releases from 15, and it's Havlicek missing. Havlicek's gotten just 4 of his 10 shots to fall here, shooting 40%. Outside Baylor. To the paint. Takes it off the glass.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now, here is Monroe. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy. Outside Baylor.
And the pass to Van Arsdale. Shoots over Monroe. Van Arsdale can't get it to go. And here are the East All-Stars now. With the drive. Reed the pass to Monroe. Here's Van Arsdale. Pass to Havlicek. Fires at the elbow. That's good on the jump shot.
And guys, you got to know who you're guarding. You got to run the shooter off that sweet spot. And for Havlicek, that's anything in the mid-range area.
It's good. Chamberlain got 20 points.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Here's Van Arsdale. Dishes it to West. Passes it to Van Arsdale. 6 on the shot clock. Releases. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Monroe with it. West picks him up. On the wing, Havlicek. Inside. Here's DeBusschere. Got a piece of it.
You know, some might say Hayes plays the game angry, and there was definitely something angry about his defense there. What an emphatic rejection. Oh, great ball movement there.
Monroe with it. Havlicek outside. And just miss after miss right now.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball to the inside. Monroe. And it's Monroe finishing it off.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team. He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Monroe outside. Now, here is Havlicek. Covered by Hayes. Out of bounds. It'll be the West All-Stars ball. The West All-Stars making a switch here. And the West All-Stars have possession. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Here's Van Arsdale. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
And of all the attributes, one thing that sometimes gets overlooked with Chamberlain is the court vision. Makes a great read there.
Now, here is DeBusschere. Russell trying to free himself up. DeBusschere can't get the basket. Pass to Van Arsdale. To the paint. Here's Peck. Moves back up. The shot misses. Nice D from Russell. Now, here is DeBusschere. He's guarded closely. Buries it down low. DeBusschere's got his first bucket in this one.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Count it.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Lawson against Monroe. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Monroe's got 10 points here in the second half. And here's the West with the ball. And there's the pass to Van Arsdale. Pass to Lawson. Clock at 6. And the three ball is good.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Here's Cunningham, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Cunningham is an elite offensive player, a guy who can score in bunches and does a little bit of everything for his team.
2 shots.
2.
That's good from Cunningham.
On the court.
And so Cunningham nails both of them. And so it's West with it. He brings it up for the West All-Stars. Passes to Powell. Now here's West. Pass to Powell. To the middle. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
DeBusschere against Powell. Monroe outside. And it's Cunningham, top of the key. Back to Monroe. Shot clock at 6. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is up and in.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
West outside. He can't get it to go. Excellent D there from DeBusschere. He dishes it to Russell. Here's Dampier. Defended by West. Inside. Here's DeBusschere. He gets it in there. And the West All-Stars have possession. Now West driving to the basket. Not going to go that time. Here's Dampier. Lawson defending. Russell, no luck.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
That one drops for him.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
And they get it back. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Cunningham's got 4 this quarter.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Now here's Lawson. Here's West. And it's Russell with the rebound. And here's the East. Monroe outside. The pass to Dampier. Russell inside. Lawson defending. Mission incomplete. His 5th miss in 14 tries. Pass to West. 1:03 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Beck. Again, the West All-Star. There's 57 seconds left in the 4th. Monroe, the pass to DeBusschere. Down low. Here's Russell. The shot, no good. Now the West All-Stars the other way. DeBusschere against West. 30 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Nice D from Russell. Here's Dampier. And Lawson with the ball. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lawson.
Substitution on the court.
Here is Russell. DeBusschere dishes to Monroe. That one, no good. West with some nice D. And so here are the West All-Stars. Lawson the pass to Hayes. And here's Lawson. So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.
to you. Steady doing too much, I think now we lost our touch. You ain't the same person that I knew.